Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and rune reading for the month of November 2024. So the first rune that comes out for you is called Kanaz, and it's coming out in the inverted position, which shows a light fading from your life. So this could be a relationship that is moving out of your life, some sort of emotional situation moving out of your life. And this is paired with some interesting runes. We have Lagus, the rune of water, coming out in the inverted position as well, which shows, again, very emotional times for you, actually. A lot of turbulent emotions, and perhaps even, a little bit of over assertion or impatience because of the emotional state that you are in. It feels like you are just ready to risk it all because there's a lot of emotions happening here. And then we have Hagalaz, the rune of disruption. So again, it's sort of like a time of uncertainty for you because to be honest, Sagittarius, it feels like there has been an emotional ending that has occurred for you, or there's actively some form of emotional ending taking place in your life, and this may leave you feeling a little bit uncertain and powerless. And even if this ending already took place a while ago, you may find yourself in a position of still missing someone or longing for someone, and that may be making you, or something, and that may be making you emotional. And because of those strong emotions, you may be more ready to risk it all, you know what I mean? And take risky choices or bold actions, anything to get you out of this state of emotional disruption. And that's what these runes are kind of showing, and they're asking you, and listen, to be clear, this month isn't going to be bad, okay? This is neutral messages coming through. Your only warning that exists here is to try to avoid taking actions without thinking thoroughly about them first, and then making choices that you may regret in the future. Like, the only example that can come to my mind here at this time, and this example will not resonate with everyone, just to be clear, this is just an example of how these energies can unfold. It's like if you went through a breakup with somebody, you're really missing them, and you're sick of missing them. This may be you feeling tempted to reach out to somebody who is not good for you, like an ex or somebody who just isn't good, trying to just get that mourning, that loss off of your mind, and then feeling like that was the wrong choice and you regret that choice. That's an example of how these energies can unfold. But with the runes here, you have to keep in mind, you have free will. And that's why these messages are coming out in the first place, because they don't want to see you going down the wrong road just because a little hiccup in life happened and because emotions are running a bit high, okay? Or like relapsing, it's like if you struggle with an addiction, you now find yourself going through emotionally turbulent times, it may be more likely for you to accidentally fall into a place where you relapse on some bad patterns or habits, or you reach out to people from your past who are not good for you. And these runes are coming to you out of love, simply to say, listen, you can come out of this month a real winner, and I don't mean that sarcastically, like legitimately a real winner, somebody who is having a lot of beautiful things unfold in your life. But the important thing here is that you remain patient with your emotions and yourself and work through these emotions. If you're feeling a sense of loss, a sense of mourning, a sense of grief and longing, allow yourself to feel that and work through that and follow your intuition that is leading you through and out of this time of darkness, instead of, resisting these feelings, wishing they were just over, and taking bold action in a way that is very disruptive, and destructive. So let's see. I know, kind of a weird start, but let's dive into the tarot now. Yeah, we have the moon in reverse, acting out of subconscious patterns, fears, and beliefs here. So if I were a Sagittarius this month, which, by the way, happy birthday if it's your birthday this month. If I were Sagittarius this month, I would really pay close attention to my psychological and mental and emotional states. I would listen to this reading and do something such as like journaling every day. If I'm in therapy, stay consistent with that. I would stay consistent with any coping skill or self-care routine that I have. So for example, if I have a routine where I go for a long walk every day, or I go to the gym like every couple of days, I would definitely make sure that I am consistently doing that, just to put myself in a position of strength for my emotions to be in, any healthy routines I have going on. Like if I cook meals for myself most nights, I would try to stay vigilant with continuing to do that, because one area of life can really, I don't know. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but for me, like if I have a healthy routine going on and then I fall out of it, like let's just say I haven't been to the gym in a while, I've been eating out a lot more. It's like that one disruption disrupts my whole life. And then suddenly, my house hasn't been cleaned in a month, and suddenly my emotions are all over the place. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like garbage. It doesn't matter what your physical reality is. You could have millions of bucks and great friends, but your emotional state can still be disrupted if you are not taking good, solid care of yourself. Okay, so if I were a Sagittarius this month, that is what I would do, just making sure that I'm staying on top of self-care for sure, and making space for my emotions, especially the subconscious emotions, to be expressed. And a great way to do that, like I said, is journaling. Like I remember last year, I forced myself to journal 3 long pages every single day. Even if I had nothing to say, I forced myself to just keep writing and writing and writing, and whatever wanted to come out came out. And it was sort of like this subconscious purging from my system. Things that I didn't even realize, like feelings I didn't realize I had, were just lingering beneath the surface of my conscious mind for years. There were things that like I didn't process from years ago that I didn't even realize. I started crying doing some of these journals about things that, like I said, happened so many years ago. Like I was quote unquote over it according to my conscious mind. I'm like, oh, that's not a big deal. But it was a big deal, lurking in my subconscious mind. And what lurks in your subconscious mind has power over your decision making in the present moment. But you're not consciously aware of it, those subconscious fears and beliefs and emotions that have gone unprocessed, they are controlling your life. That's like 90% of your brain power right there, So it's really important to give yourself space to explore that a little bit. Through meditation, through journaling. I can't recommend journaling enough. Going to therapy if that's your thing, or just talking, sitting with somebody who is a good listener, I don't know. That's what I would do if I were Sagittarius this month. We have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Really fascinating. I want to see what comes out around this, actually. Let's see. The next card is the Priestess. Oh, very beautiful, stunning. You're actually the only sign this month who's had the High Priestess come out for you. And you're like the 11th sign that I'm filming for, one of the last readings I'm doing. And the High Priestess, that puts you in a position in all of the zodiac, like out of all 12 signs, Sagittarius, you are the sign that is really the most focused on spiritual work at this time. And we're in Scorpio season, so that's a big deal, okay? You're the one that is, like, I don't know, maybe going to your altar, praying, meditating, journaling, as we said, connecting with Mother Nature, connecting with yourself. And you have the moon here as well. It's a very psychic, spiritual, soul-searching sort of month for you. And this is empowered not only by Scorpio season, but also the sun is moving into your sign, like 3/4 into the month, on the 22nd. So that's a big deal too, because that gives you so much power. And Sagittarius is a sign of higher learning and wisdom, connecting with all different sorts of cultures and just higher education in general, higher thinking. The third eye and crown chakra really, really is where a lot of your life force energy is moving through at this time, processing some energies that may have run stagnant there, opening yourself up to higher entities and wisdom to pour into your life. You're definitely in this flowing, sacred place in your life. And I also want to say, with the 6 of Pentacles coming out in reverse, there could have been various areas of your life where for a long time you may be questioning yourself in the universe, like, I feel like I give and I give and I give in this area of life and I barely receive anything back time after time. That may have been a repeating pattern for you over and over and over again, whether that's through work and not getting paid enough monetarily back, whether that's through relationships where you feel like you give and give and give, and the other person experiences all this character development and you're left with trauma. Those sort of stories, no matter where it happens in your life, that is like one of the biggest signs. Like, yeah, you're in your dark night of the soul still, even if you feel good and decent and at peace in life, still, there's a lot more for you to process here underneath the surface, because there are, if you just can't figure it out, you just don't know why this lack seems to persist in your life, keep searching within yourself. The answers always lie within yourself, okay? It's not something you're going to find in the outside realm. It's something an issue that exists on the inside realm. And like I said, that subconscious mind is making like 90% of your decisions and contributing so much to how you develop your outer reality. And so this is the month of soul searching. Let me tell you that. We have the world coming out in reverse. Yeah, so much reflection when it comes to the previous chapter that existed in your life. And, we have, I won't shut up about it, Pluto moving into Aquarius this month, I believe on the 19th. I could be wrong though. And Pluto is the end of eras, the beginning of new eras, So when it changes signs, we really go through like this portal collectively as an earth, as a people, where everything changes. The energies change, what society focuses on changes, what is cool with the collective changes. Things that were funny, for example, decades ago, that's not funny anymore. Things that were acceptable decades ago, that's not acceptable anymore. The way that people get into power and how they gain that power decades ago, that's not how you're going to get in power now. That is the energy and influence of Pluto. It's a major, major turning point, not only collectively, but also personally. And so I feel like how you go about your life as a whole is changing during this time. And this is just the perfect month to really reflect on all of that. Second row of cards out, we have Justice. I love to see it. Sagittarius, I want to promise you something right here, right now. I can tell if you're watching this video, you have given so much to the world in the past. You really did humanity a community service with whatever it was that you did, whether that was giving people the benefit of the doubt, loving other people unconditionally, even if they didn't return that to you. You really put in a lot of work as a light worker to this planet. And we have the Priestess here. This is you. You are this light worker. I'm telling you, if you're watching this right now, you have done a tremendous amount of healing for so many years of your life. And a lot of those years, it was charity work. It felt like charity work because what you were receiving back didn't even slightly measure up to what you were giving. And I am telling you, with this shift that's taking place energetically in November, all of that back pay that the universe owes you, that good karma, it's going to start rolling and rolling and rolling in. And I also want to tell you that whatever has ended, okay, specifically if it were relationships in your life that has ended, that were toxic or not good for you, or, it was one of those situations where you were just trying to teach this person how to be the emotionally available partner or person that you need for them. If that has ended, that may have been one of the major blockages to you receiving this good karma, because they didn't deserve good karma. It wasn't vibrationally aligned with them. And any good karma that's your good karma will also be spread out between the people that are connected to you, because we're all connected, So sometimes we can really mess up our own luck and our own prosperity by simply connecting with the wrong people and connecting with the wrong situations. It's like, and that's another thing. It's like, if one area of your life is critically messed up in some way, like you're making awful decisions in one area of your life, no other area of your life can prosper at all. Like, for example, if you're in an awful relationship, how do you expect to be like a multimillionaire? How do you expect to be glowing, thriving, and successful in the other areas of your life? You will not. You will not. Simply put, you will not. No area of your life can succeed if one is in a very critical position, because it's a massive drain on your life force energy. So sometimes all we need to do is remove that drain or that person or whatever it may be, keep ourselves in a position where we are not letting any more drains into our lives. And suddenly all of this lucky stuff starts happening to us. You know, our energies start filling back up again. We step back into a place of secure abundance that continues to flow in, and all of that quote unquote back pay of good karma from the universe starts flowing in towards you. So that's what I'm seeing can happen this month. Like I said, it's not a bad month. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Are you kidding me? Literally just look at this. Like, it's a whole feast happening here. This is the universe providing you with so much like health, like healthy emotions, healthy body, and also wealth, like money, moolah, finances, dinero, you know, it's there. It is there if you allow it to be there and enter your life. This is coming out right underneath that Six of Pentacles in reverse. There is a critical issue with value in your life. You allowing people into your life in the past that did not value you, and allowing them to be there and remain there, and you trying to convince yourself it's fine, it's okay, blah blah blah. Girl, when you let that happen, you will not make money. You will not see value manifest into your life, because what you're communicating to the universe and also yourself is that it's okay for me to be in positions where I am not valued. And when you say to the universe, it's okay that I'm not valued, you are not going to manifest people, places, and things that value you. You're going to manifest the opposite, because the universe is like, okay, I'll send you all of the people in life that aren't going to value you, who can really benefit off of you and who you are. That's what you're saying to the universe. Like, the universe is a neutral entity. It does not care. If you want to, because you have free will. You are the universe. You are God in a sense. So when you say, I'm okay with being this person that goes undervalued by people who I am really, really helping, okay. All right, there's plenty of people on the planet that really need unconditional love and help and healing who cannot reciprocate that. So the universe will give you those people. All right, you want to do some charity work? There you go. There you go. Take care of these people, show them character development, unconditional love, all that, while they just crap on you in the meantime, because that's what you're okay with accepting. And, you know, when you finally say enough is enough, like, I can't do that, you get to a breaking point. You get to a breaking point where you're like, I cannot do this anymore. And finally, you reject those people out of your life. You push them all away. You have a mental breakdown about it. And then the universe is like, okay, you aren't going to sit here and be devalued by the people, places, and things in your life anymore. Okay, we won't send you those people anymore. And then all of a sudden, it's like all of this prosperity starts filling in for you. And it's like, okay, well, here's people who do value you. Here's things that do value you. It really is as simple as that. But you can't expect your health and your wealth to really take off in the meantime. My cat's trying to knock over the camera, you know? So we have the Fool coming out upright. So successfully going from the last major arcana card, the World in reverse, to the first one, the Fool. It's a repeating journey. So it's like the World represents the end of a chapter for you. The Fool represents the brand new chapter coming in. And this brand new chapter, I feel like you are valued. You are prosperous. You are taken seriously for who you are. And yeah, it's all because you're just simply not willing to tolerate anything less than that anymore, which is simple as that. And then we have the Nine of Wands coming out in reverse. There's still some healing, some processing rather. I don't want to say healing. There's some processing that you could still do when it comes to, you know, these past few years of just like not being valued or being treated wrong. And that's why I was saying, like, if I were a Sagittarius, I would really journal, reflect, meditate, and get into that spiritual soul searching energy this month, because it feels like for a lot of you, this portal is opening up and you can choose not to step through this portal or to step through it. The portal is Pluto moving into Aquarius, okay? And so think of it like this. The world is going through an energetic portal, and the universe is asking you, are you going to start valuing yourself? Sagittarius, are you going to start valuing yourself? And some Sagittarius energy folks aren't going to make that decision. You know, they're just going to keep connecting with the same old people, the same old environments that didn't value them, and they're going to really miss out. And I hope that doesn't happen for you guys. I hope you choose to only really connect with the people, places, and things that value you, and not give the time of day to those that don't. Because if you do that, there is so much prosperity and good karma and blessings on the other side of that portal just waiting for you. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely month ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. I'd love to hear what your personal insights are for the month ahead, what you think will happen in November, like just energetically, what have you been feeling? And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course if you want to learn how to read tarot. And yeah, so check out all of that. Link to all of that is in the description and comments. Okay, thank you guys. Bye-bye.